Hip hop was good, man. We here on deck with another fix for all my hip hop junkies. I'm Deme D. We got another episode of If You Ask Me, where we talk that music and movie culture from the late 80s to the mid 20s. Got my guys, man. We here on deck with another one, the Bakery Podcast, fellas. I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves again.
Yo, Clay Steve's back in the building. I left my car keys free to wave until they free to wave.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. J Alpha Prez in the building.
Back in the new location, you know we up in Harlem, Deme D, Mr. Everywhere, you never there. You already know, man. So right now we're gonna keep a flow going. We're gonna talk about another. This guy's becoming one of the champions of today. I mean, he's been putting in work. I see he's getting a lot more recognition right now. We're gonna talk about Freddie Gibbs, and we're gonna talk about whether you feel he gets the props he deserves. Because I know that's your guy right there. I don't know where you really stand with him. It's like, all right. So right now, do you feel he gets the props he deserves?
Absolutely not. Freddie Gibbs is not even rated by a lot of people. Y'all need to cash the fuck up. Y'all slip. Yo, Freddie Gibbs is nice. The first time I ever heard of him was actually, like, I think I was playing like Grand Theft Auto. I was like, who the fuck is this? And then I seen that he was signed to Jeezy. And then he had the tape Babyface Killer.
Babyface Killer. That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Boy. Like,
that
mixtape was such an introduction. It was like, yo, I'm here. What's up? And then for the follow-up to be ESGN. ESGN, I still play that shit.
ESGN was tough.
Hard, like hard body. Like, for someone who is from a region where there's not a lot of rappers, he puts on hard. Besides him, it's the Jacksons coming out of Gary, Indiana.
He always be talking about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he put on for his region hard, and he can rap. Like, he can rap with the best of them. And he's still like some cold ass nigga. Like, and he's funny as fuck. His videos be hilarious, bro.
He's funny.
When you say recognition, I think it depends on what you're talking about. Like recognition from who?
Everything what he just said, as far as being a spitter.
I mean, but recognition from who?
Everyone,
from
colleagues, colleagues, from fans, consumers.
Because based on his contemporaries, like, this is pretty respected.
Is that as of late?
No, I think probably from the jump.
I think from the jump. But you gotta look at, he got signed to Jeezy. He's worked with Currency. He's worked with Wiz. Like, Gibbs is respected. He's worked with Madlib is like, you know, I guess one of the best producers.
With Sean Price, Freeway, got a lot of people.
He's Black Thought. Mm-hmm. Very respected. It's just he's not respected in, I guess, the mainstream light, but what really good rapper you know of is really respected in the mainstream light without going mainstream. Because the closest he's got to going mainstream is being signed to Jeezy. And we see how that worked out. Like,
I think the mainstream can't change though. Like, I don't think people really care about that as much as far as like taking in the music. Because when they talk Big Crit, they salivating over him, and he's not really mainstream.
But I don't hear Crit mentioned too much.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the circles you're in though. Because I'm on the hip hop thing every day, so it's like I'm pretty much surfing that wave.
See, that's the thing. Like, you'll hear about these artists because of social media and stuff like that. But mainstream is like, is he getting? Let's be real. Radio still a thing, but that's a part of the recognition too. Like, are you gonna hear a Freddie Gibbs song on the radio, or you're not? Obviously because of the content.
Gibbs has. I'm pretty sure he's had some radio.
That last album had a lot of radio-friendly stuff. That last album.
Oh,
Freddie.
Yeah.
So it was like
but
that was
like Too Legit could have been on the radio.
Too Legit. I think
Automatic
could have been.
Even from Shadow of a Doubt, Killers could have been on the radio.
Shadow of a Doubt.
Absolutely. Even the joint he did with on that same album thing he did with Tory Lanez. Name escapes me right now.
I know what you're talking. I can't remember the name. That's why I didn't even take it to Mainstream, because that's
why Mexico.
I think it's after Mexico, because it's not Mexico, it's something else. But regardless, I think again, Freddie does have people that's on his corner. In his corner, he does really good. He's a really dope rapper. I just don't think a lot of the people are really like fucking with him, because unless you really, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not one of those people that's like you'll consider your favorite rapper because a lot of these niggas is not really listening. I feel like a lot of people don't listen. Because I told my friends from jump, like, yo,
That's what I'm saying. I don't hear.
y'all need to get on.
They're not on them.
Yeah.
Because even the people like you said, the people I know, they not
Even,
on them.
you go back to what's that? To Codeine and Hell. That shit with Don Kennedy.
Fire.
That shit really got radio play. Like he got, it's there. It's just,
I don't
he's not
know.
mainstream.
I don't know. It's not even the mix because it's like dudes love fucking Joey Badass and he's not mainstream and he's
Nah, it's a
not better
fact.
than
You don't think Joey's mainstream?
No.
nah.
All right. So my thing was, I think Joey gets airplay because he's a New York artist. So we gonna hear him in New York.
No, you don't.
I don't know.
I don't hear him.
Boy, that
He
Well,
had,
Devastated?
yeah, he had
that
to
got
come
a
up.
lot of play.
That's-
But Devastated got a lot of play because
We had on there.
let's be real. It was Poppy.
Who was on it?
It was just him.
It don't matter if it's Poppy or not.
I'm
That
talking
shit
about
got a
people
lot
talk
of
about he's
radio.
nice even before they brag about his projects and they act like he's the second coming.
Who Joey Badass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey
He's
is
not-
nice though.
He's not better than Gibbs though.
Yeah, of course.
And the track record is Gibbs' track record is better.
I've never listened to a full Joey Badass project.
Really?
It's
Not even
so-
1999?
That's what I'm saying. And then you got and there's other artists that people be championing. It's like that's not better than him. I don't know. I gotta say it's what you're saying. They're just not listening. Maybe it's because where he's from.
Yeah.
Maybe
'Cause it's not-
maybe he don't have the right level because you don't have to be mainstream, but you still got some level of mainstream.
Yeah, I think, my fault, not to cut you off, but I think people approach music differently. So if you telling them, like I've told a dude that loves trap music, loves Jeezy, loves all this shit, I'm like, yo, bro, go check out Freddie Gibbs. I'm like, yo, he's nice. He's like, Freddie Gibbs, I ain't never heard of him. He's like, where's he from? Oh, he's from Indiana. Yeah.
Yeah, they make the face. Yeah.
I think I played one of the joints of Shout Out with Doubt for me. Not like I think it might have been the intro or some shit like that. And admittedly, on that track is like he's not really like coherent, I guess. Because the way he starts it off is kind of like with his flow is kind of like it's kind of weird.
Okay.
So you also got to think like when you put somebody on to Freddie Gibbs, what track are you playing for them? Like one of my introductions to Freddie Gibbs outside of reading about him in Complex and shit like that was Scottie Pippins.
Okay.
Off of Covert
That's a
Cool.
good. That's a good. That's a
That's
good.
a great
good joint.
introduction.
Yeah.
That's verse of the
He
end.
bodied him.
That's verse of the end 2019. That shit dropped like fucking 6 years ago or some shit like that. Like it's
Bodied him.
crazy. I think I might have played Narcos with this dude or some shit like that. But
I like Narcos.
you hear his flow on there. And he's not
Okay,
really.
yeah, all right, yeah.
So when I played it for dude, he's like, "Yo, I can't even understand what this dude is saying."
Yeah, I know. I can't. Even though Freddie, he lost me a lot on Freddie. I don't think Freddie had the clarity of Fetty, Bandana, or what's the other Mad Lib shit?
Pinata.
Pinata. I don't think it had the clarity. I don't know. I think at times he does get some kind of twang going or whatever.
Yeah. So for some people that like throw them off because everybody not used to like the Midwest shit. You know.
I don't know, man, because I've been talking, been a hip hop junkie for years, man. I know y'all been on it for years. And you talk to people and you realize they're not really consuming the music, like you said. They're really not listening, man. They're checking a song or two, and then they like what they like.
Yeah.
Like we listen from Iron to Action. We listen to everything for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's somebody we ain't fucking with, then you're not gonna get no burn. But we'll give you a try just to be like, nah, I ain't like that shit. Most people ain't doing that. They just like, yo, I decided based on whatever, and I ain't even bothering with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't know, but I like to hear new shit, man. I like Freddie shit. He dropped 3 albums in the last 2 years. So what y'all think about that? What was the best one out of those 3 he dropped? Freddie, Fetty, and Bandana. I mean, Fetty's a collaboration with Currency.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 is, it's pretty much solos, even though Mad Lib.
I haven't, outside of Freddie, I haven't consistently listened to the other 2.
I would say Freddie because of the fact that I listen to it all the time.
Like that shit got
Over
off the rip.
Fetty and Bandana?
Yeah, be clear, Bandana is nice. Bandana is fire. I just think it's one of those things where you're kind of chasing a a feeling. And it's so weird because as good as that album is,
It's great.
it has little replay value on it.
What?
I listen to Paul Marlowe and I want to like Paul Marlowe so bad, but it's something about it. It's just like
They ain't doing it for
It's
you.
not-
That's the joint with Pusha T, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's too. I hear what you're saying. It's because it's just too.
right,
Like, too much of a chasing like that classic kind of
right.
feel. I guess.
Like Pinata was amazing. Like
I know people
and it's crazy because like I'm hearing Madlib's beats that I heard 10 years ago because my homies were rapping. I was like, that's a Madlib beat. What the fuck? And then Freddie is ripping these beats. He's going nuts. He's amazing. It's just that with Bandana, it's just like it didn't really stick to my ribs like that.
I don't know, I was feeling I came from, but I did hear a couple people say that. I wasn't really feeling Freddie like that as far as like, I just felt like he did better rapping on Bandana and Fetty. But
Freddie is a
Freddie
vibe.
got some, it's a vibe music. It's more like good music as opposed to rapping. And a lot of the times I'll be looking for rapping.
You looking for rap? I'm looking for.
Good music. Like,
I'm looking for both.
I mean, it depends on what. Well, at that point from him, I expected something different. Like,
Okay.
Not only at that point, but we're gonna tune it out there, man. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs, Gangsta Gibbs. Check out this guy, man. He been on fire for the last 2 years, man. Holding on that ESGN gang. You already know Deme D in the building, man. If you ask me.